and the Japanese were shooting them. We were thinking, how the hell are we going to get out?
I thought, my God, after what I've been through, is this the way I'm going to die? And suddenly this light came on me.
As a white boat slowly pulled towards the shore, 15 descendants of British POWs from the Lisbon Maru incident went ashore on the island where the POWs were saved for the very first time. They ranged from little kids to grey-haired seniors.
Hello.
75-year-old Denise Wynne had been waiting for this moment for nearly a decade.
That's what Dad said. If it wasn't for the Chinese fishermen, he wouldn't have survived and I wouldn't be here. So I'd like to shake their hands and say thank you for everything they did. They were very, very brave.
Wynne's father, Dennis Morley, was a survivor of the Lisbon Maru incident. He died in 2021 at the age of 101. In 1942, at the height of World War II, the cargo ship Lisbon Maru, carrying 22-year-old Morley and over 1,800 other British POWs, was mistakenly torpedoed by a United States submarine off the coast of Zhoushan. Before the ship sank, some prisoners broke out, but faced the bullets of Japanese soldiers. At the critical moment, Zhoushan fishermen risked their own lives paddling small sampans and went to their rescue.
有人漂亮的，我们有的拉上来，有人漂亮，有人外面这个救航机腾起来有的。
Because the Japs would have carried on shooting. But as soon as the fishermen came out with their boats, that was it. That stopped them. It was the fishermen that coming out that saved our lives.
3 years old.
Sharing this heroic rescue story with more people is the wish of the Morleys. In 2022, Wynne sent a letter expressing the gratitude of British family members from London to Beijing. Soon she was surprised to receive a reply from Xi Jinping, President of the People's Republic of China. President Xi expressed the hope that the families of the survivors will continue to stay committed to the China-Britain friendship and that more British people will make positive contributions to the development of China-Britain relations.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. I was really honoured to receive that. It must go all over the world.
When visiting the Lisbon Maru Rescue Memorial on the island, Wynne saw the small sampans that Chinese fishermen used to rescue the POWs, and the tears welled up in her eyes.
A bit emotional. The fishermen saved lots of people, didn't they? They saved many, 300 and more, didn't they? And they were very brave men. They were heroes.
The sampans were so small that each could only hold 8 people, so the fishermen had to make multiple trips back and forth.
是我爷爷在这买到的，我也被日本人快艇查到或者抓住，你就死路了，死定了。
That day, everyone that had a boat and could swim, including children as young as 10 years old, all came to the rescue.
所有有船的这个渔民都出动了，有的呢在海上营救，有的呢在后方这个配套服务。
On that day, despite the rough sea, 198 rescuers drove 46 sampans, made 65 trips back and forth, and finally rescued 384 British POWs. These photos and items recorded the daring rescue 82 years ago. During the visit, a Chinese lady named Wu Shijin accompanied Wynne. Wu is an organiser of the civilian commemorative event for the Lisbon Maru event in Zhoushan. 7 years ago, Wynne's family forged a bond with Wu Shijin in the commemoration. After that, both families successfully welcomed new members, Luna, Wynne's great-granddaughter, and Feng Jun, Wu Shijin's son. Over the past 7 years, they have been in touch through emails.
1个月可能有一次，就是照片啊、传递啊。反正他在1岁、2岁啊，他能够看着照片，他能指出来，这个是 Luna 是吧？那个是维尼，他知道的。
For this reunion, Wu Sijun prepared a jewellery box that Luna had longed for as a gift and gave Win a box of Chinese black tea. Win gave dinosaur-themed picture books and stickers to Fan Zheng, who is a dinosaur fan.
It's lovely. It's a real exciting occasion, and hopefully I'll see him again sometime.
治和者嘛，不以山海为远嘛，所以我们有一个共同的语言，就是要铭记历史真相，传递和平之声呀。
This is the first time for the 15 descendants of British POWs to visit the shipwreck site. They scatter petals at the sea for their ancestors. On the yacht rocking with the waves,
the nearly 80-year-old Miss Kathleen Birch leans tightly against the hatch door, gazing intently at the sea.
My brother tried to find out where Kenneth was and could never find out. And he died before all this came to light, so I am doing what he should have done.
Although Zhoushan fishermen spared no effort, a total of 828 POWs went down with the ship.
他说：“我这一辈子最大一个遗憾就是没有救起更多的那个英雄战俘。”
Birch's cousin, Kenneth Hawkinson, was only 22 years old when he died in the incident. His niece, Jean Clements, also came with the elders this time.
My uncle wasn't a survivor, but after hearing the very detailed account of the rescue, I feel very comforted to know that if he had made it out, that the Chinese fishermen would have done their very best to try and save him.
On the island, Clement saw Wu Xiaofei again, a creator of Dongji fishermen's paintings. The two met earlier this year at the commemorative event for the Lisbon Maru, held in the UK, and hit it off.
再次见到很激动的，因为我特别怀念这个拥抱。
Wu Xiaofei invited Clement and other British friends to join the island's painters in depicting the scene of the Lisbon Maru rescue with their brushes.
This is my uncle. It's just to remind everybody why the real purpose of why we're here. I just want to do a good job. It's truly a coming together of two nations.
At the commemoration, the descendants of the fishermen served the descendants of the British POWs with sweet potato soup, the same food the Dongji fishermen prepared for the rescued POWs during that time. During the Second World War, resources were scarce. However, the fishermen gave everything they treasured, like rice, flour, sweet potatoes, and even their carefully hoarded sugar and new clothes to the British POWs they saved.
It was good for the prisoners of war to have that. This is about humanity. This is about helping other human beings.
Kenneth Salmon's father, Andrew Salmon, was a Royal British artilleryman during World War II and a survivor of the Lisbon Maru incident. This time, Kenneth specially bought the poppy wreath from his father's funeral 24 years ago to Dongji to honour the deceased on behalf of his father.
My father, for the rest of his life, have a feeling of guilt, and they wonder, why me? Okay, why did I survive and all these other people that were my friends didn't? He was lucky because the fishermen took him to the islands here, and I would not exist if he did not survive.
Before parting, Yu Lulu, a 12-year-old descendant of Dongji rescuer, made a conch shell and gave it to the youngest British guest, 14-year-old George Pennicate. His great-grandfather was also a survivor of the Lisbon Maru incident.
If he feels lonely and wants to hear the Dongji Sea, we put the conch shell to the ear and we can hear the sea around Donji Island. So it's a beautiful gift, beautiful. We will give him our email address and then they can become pen pals.
我把这个送给他，希望我和他能做一辈子好朋友。
To commemorate the Lisbon Maru rescue, a monument has been erected in Staffordshire, UK, and a memorial hall has been built in Zhoushan, Zhejiang, China. Cross-border exchanges spanning thousands of miles have never stopped. This rescue story that transcends time and national boundaries is being heard by more and more people.
我想这是两国人民友谊的生动写照，让更多的英国人民了解这段历史，从而呢真正了解中国。
I think just continue to have gatherings such as this and help develop and build friendships.
We'll take a cup of kindness here for the sake of mankind. Should old acquaintance.
Those Chinese fishermen don't know it, but they saved a hell of a lot more than what they thought they saved.
Something must be remembered and never forgotten.
珍惜现在所有的和平，珍惜现在我们美好的生活。
我们要传承渔民的勇敢和善良，在爱里没有惧怕。